10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, my lovely people. So, really quick, because I've been having people DM me, I want to let you know that I have a shout out special going on right now. It's $15 for in video and community post combo. Once again, if you need to get a hold of me like you guys have been, my Instagram is Real Deal Storm and my email is realdealstorm@yahoo.com. Come on over to your girl. Let's get some advertising going. Oh, y'all. Oh, yo. Oh, my God. First off, yeah, you might hear the smoke detector, but the battery is low, and y'all already know we've been through that. Got to wait on the maintenance man. Already put in a request. But we can't stop the show because of a smoke detector, okay? We can't stop the show. So, my God, my God, my God. Whew. This is, boy, this is something else. That's all I can say. Let's just break it down from the get down. So, yesterday, Olivia drops a video, all right? Olivia drops a video and she says that her ex had been texting her, right? And in the video, it goes along the lines of this, I'm being stalked, I'm being harassed, my ex is hitting me up, everybody still wants me. I would show y'all the text messages, but they're a little graphic and I don't want to go into it and I don't want to bust out which ex it is because, she has so many of them. If she uses the term ex, it could literally be anybody in the world, right? And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So we all are just sitting there like, okay, what else is she going to say besides a whole bunch of lies? Then all of a sudden, we look up and Fifi drops a community post, okay? And the community post says, all right, Olivia, you don't have to tell us who your ex is. I'll tell you who the ex is. The ex in the text messages looked like it was meant to be Zolo, but it was really Fifi texted Olivia as Zolo. Okay, so let me repeat this so that we all on the same page. Olivia thinks Zolo is texting her, wants her back, and is in love with her. And the whole time it has now been debacled that it is actually, okay, Fifi texting her as Zolo. Now, where do we start with that? I looked a little bit closest to the messages and it didn't say anything juicy. So, of course, I had to reach out to Fifi and say, hey, Fifi, Olivia made the video saying that the text messages were kind of graphic. So she didn't want to show them because it'll be messy. Is there more text messages? And of course, just like, the person that always keeps some kind of, evidence hidden away, Fifi's like, yeah, Storm, there's a lot more. So when I come back live, I'll show all the text messages between them. So I tried to get the story ahead of time, and I guess Olivia was falling for it, okay? And she was really trying to get back with Zolo, and she was telling Zolo some of her business, and it got kind of deep. All right, now, so I'm going to take a wild guess that when Olivia made that video, she was actually in hopes that Zolo really wanted her, right? She probably was in hopes like, okay, look, y'all, I'm about to get back with my alleged baby daddy on these streets. I'm about to bring him back. We're going to do shows together. We're going to show everybody we don't care. She had this mojo going about herself. She had this light. She thought she had this tea. She thought she had something going. And I believe when Fifi dropped these text messages, Olivia kind of flatlined like, oh my God, what's my plan B? What is my plan B? Because that wasn't him and he doesn't want me. So I'm going to say that Olivia was a little bit embarrassed and probably, her face was a little numb. But there was one thing, okay, that Fifi forgot to do, which this is something I spoke to Fifi about. Fifi forgot to cross out, okay, the phone number. So that would be so-called a doxing of a phone number. So I guess when this happened and Olivia's face was already numb, Olivia takes it upon herself to say that she called the police. Now, when I say she said that she called the police, That's all we can go for with that one, okay? Because there is no proof. See, this is what everybody has to realize, is that Olivia can get on here and say whatever Olivia wants to do. But if you're going to make a police report, if you say, hey, I'm making a police report on Storm, okay, then I have the right to call the police department and say, hey, do you have any police reports involving my name, which we all know Olivia knows Fifi's name. If so, can I have a copy? That is your right as a citizen, okay? So, of course, that's what Fifi did, and there was no police report that had her government name in there, and there was no police report made by Olivia that had anything to do with Fifi. So even if she says, well, hey, the YouTube channel is Fifi. So once again, I was watching Olivia and I thought, okay, Olivia, if you really did this, why would you just not say it on YouTube, okay, and just get it over with? Instead, every time you go and you want to talk or mumble some called facts or whatever, you always say, I'm going over to my IG with the evidence, and then you already know there's people that's over there, and then you get over there and there's no evidence, there's no nothing. It's just you talking and blapping on. Now, I haven't seen what Olivia said on Instagram, so that would be that. But I can only go by the source that I have, okay? And when she called down there was no police report with her name or her channel or anything of that nature. Now, could it be too soon? Hey, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I know. And who am I to talk about the law? I had a stalker. Now, I will say this. Everything that Fifi does is against, my better judgment. I've been there, done that. But I ain't here for that, okay? I'm here for the content that's out on the YouTube street. My opinion doesn't matter when it comes between two grown women, all right? So that's just neither here nor there. This is just content, all right? So also another thing that Olivia really, really fails to realize is when you make a police report and they come to your home, on the top of the police report, it will have every bit of your evidence, from your address to your phone number to date of birth to everything like that. So therefore, because it is a right, if Fifi does obtain anything like that, that means that your current address, everything you said, and everything of that nature is now been disposed. And Fifi does have the right, once a police report is made, she can share it on anything that she wants to because it has her government name and it involves her. It is not a crime to share a police report. I have done it and will do it if I, need to. So this could get a little sticky here, y'all. This could get a little sticky, all right? I have said that I have seen paperwork, and the paperwork that I have seen is nothing that I would say is major law binding, okay? The school sent Fifi a letter stating that, hey, this is the complaint we had. We spoke to you on the phone, and I asked Fifi, could I say all of this? I do know that when Fifi went to call the school, they did address her by her first name and say, hey, we know. So she knew that they knew. So they send her a letter saying this was the complaint. This is what happened. You need to call this number to resolve the issue immediately. So it has absolutely nothing to do with Olivia. All Olivia did was make a phone call saying, hey, there may be a girl that is calling pretending to be me. And y'all already fell for the okie doke once. It's not me. And this makes ground for Olivia be able to sue them because the apartment complex and the school did not ask any information to verify that it was truly her. So I believe from what I've seen that the school is trying to follow up with Fifi to cover their own tracks. Now, what Fifi does with the letter that she received, what Fifi does with calling them, that will be something she will have to talk about, on her own platform. I'm just giving y'all the breakdown because right now it was advised to Fifi, which we all know, if Fifi was to get on here and do too much, it will be mutual combat. So they advised her and they gave her a date of when to do it. And she has announced that it was the 22nd in her community post. Now, this is really getting a little messy because I did let Fifi know that going back and forth in the community post is still mutual combat and things of that nature. One thing I want my audience to realize is, like I have always told y'all, just because I know Fifi more than a lot of people do, does not mean that Fifi is going to listen to my advice or Fifi is going to take heed to the things that I say. Fifi is a grown woman, and Fifi is going to do what Fifi wants to do. And that is just the open-ended case of it all. Would I be into this deep? Been there, done that one, you know. So I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about this one. I mean, right now, if Olivia, I mean, maybe it takes a minute for the police report in that state to get there. But I know that Fifi has been calling all morning, and it shouldn't have took that long. It should be there. It should be done. It should be a case number. It should be something, okay, a filing number, and it can't be found. So all I can say is either Olivia is blowing smoke because she was very embarrassed finding out that she was texting with Fifi and not Zolo, or she just completely, has lied about something, which either way it goes with Olivia, being embarrassed and making up lies. Hey, guess what? We know that happens all the time. So I would just have to sit and watch. Maybe Olivia will post a piece of paperwork. I mean, once again, it's not hard to post a police report. It's not mutual combat. It's something you filed because you so-called were being harassed and being stalked. So therefore, that is your right to do that. So I don't know. I guess we're going to have to sit here and figure out and wait when Fifi goes live and figure out what exactly is going on. I know I was dead when it dropped. I did not, in case everybody, I did not know that she was texting Olivia as Zolo. And once again, you guys, I'm not going to get off into it too much, but keep in mind that me and Fifi met on an app, right? And she has a channel and she has money to make and she has to have her content. So our conversations is not all the way about YouTube, okay? And whatever content she has up her sleeve, she is not, liable to tell me that. She's not. And I'm not liable to tell her what kind of content I'm coming with because, once again, it's like being co-workers. So some things you just don't discuss. So I look at it when y'all look at it and it drops. So I'll continue to be out here on these streets watching, listening, and I'm going to see y'all in the comments.